I'm from Angola. It is located in southern Africa. Yeah, and Angola is a country that has English as the official language.
Yes, yes. And right now, what time? What is the time in your country?
Well, it is nearly, it is afternoon. Yeah, it is 12:20 p.m. Yeah, or at least
Yeah,
nearly to afternoon. We are nearly to 1 p.m. Yeah, my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah.
And I know that in India, it is nearly evening, yes?
Yeah,
Nearly evening.
4:50, nearly
Okay,
4:50. Yeah,
4:50. Okay,
p.m.
okay. Uh-huh. Great, great.
Yes, yes. And sir, we are meeting first time. First of all, please introduce yourself.
Yes, of course I will. My name is Aristide Simba, but when it comes to English, I use the alias or the nickname Akili. I'm an English student and I'm also a fiber assistant technician. I work in a telecommunication company here in my country, and I began to study English in 2017, but I had given up for some personal reasons. But fortunately, I continued to study. I returned back in the last year. I was attending lessons in an English center or school, if you prefer. And now I continue in this process of fluency. I used to practice every single day. And fortunately, I have person like you to make this kind of invitation to practice in order to show that our people that it is possible to speak English without being a native speaker. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. It is good introduction.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is good introduction. It is good to know about yourself.
Thanks, thanks, thanks. Me as well, my friend.
Yeah. And would you introduce myself?
Yes, okay. I would like to know about you. Where are you from? Which province of India do you live in? And your native language, if you speak Hindi or other native language from India. Yeah, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. First of all, thank you for giving this beautiful opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das.
Yeah.
I am Santanu Das. I am from India. I belong to West Bengal. Do you know Kolkata?
Kakuta?
Kolkata, do you know West Bengal?
I guess I heard. I guess I already heard about this city. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. And right now, by profession, I am working person. I work in a hospital as an attendant. Yeah. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my graduation in mathematics subjects. And if I talk about my hobbies, I always like playing cricket and football. Yeah. And apart from also, I am
Cricket.
running my one. Yeah, yeah. Do you like
It is
cricket?
very famous. Uh, Not exactly, but I met a guy. He's from Bangladesh, and he told me about this sport. Actually, I knew about this sport, but I am having interest to know more about this kind of sports because I met a lot of people from India and Bangladesh. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
What
yes.
about your native language, my friend? Do you speak Hindi
My
or
no, my Bengali.
Yes,
My native language is Bangla. My native language is Bangla, but I know Hindi little
Bangla.
bit. Yeah.
Okay, great, great, great. You
And
are a very friendly people and very cheerful persons. Yeah, that's why I like to talk with Indian people.
yeah. And what is the native language?
My native language is well, Portuguese is my official language. It's not my native language because Angola is not a country that originally speak Portuguese. We were colonized by Portugal, and prior the colonization, we had our civilization. We had our native language, that is Bantu language. But unfortunately, I
Yes.
don't speak any of our native language because it was not taught to me. But I can say that Portuguese is my native language because it was the first language that I learned. Yeah. But every single
Yeah.
people here speak Portuguese aside our native language. Yeah. But I would like to speak our native language, but Portuguese is my first and my native language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And sir, how many languages do you know?
Mm, well, first Portuguese, my first and my
Okay.
native language, then English, and I know a little bit of Russian. I'm just learning, and my knowledge about Russian is very, very short. Yes, but I used to study every single day to enhance my vocabulary. Yeah,
Yes, yes. You right now also you are learning English. You are a beginner. Yeah.
my friend.
Right now you are learning English. English language.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I
Yes.
am. I am. And I have a lot of reasons to learn. I love this language, and English is very important, very worthwhile to learn. Mainly if you want to live abroad in a country that has English as official language, or if you decide to be in your country to be a good professional. Normally, if you want to
Yes.
work in a largest or a renowned company in your country, one of the requirements is to be able to speak in English. That's why most of the people learn English for professional career or studies or other reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Actually, English is an international language as well as the communication language.
Yes.
To communicate each other, to communicate other country of people, English is necessary. English is needful language also. Yeah. Right now, right
Yes,
now
of
you are
course
from
it is.
you are from South Africa. Yeah.
No,
You're from
I'm from
Africa.
Angola. I am
Oh, you're
from Angola. Yeah, South Africa is
yeah.
another country, but Angola
Yes.
is in
Yes.
southern Africa. Yes, Southern
Yes.
Africa, like the localization. We are near to South Africa, Namibia, and Zambia. Yeah.
Yeah, you have your own native language, but I did not know your native language. But I right now also I am from India. I have another native language. But after learning English, we are talking each other. Yeah, we are connecting each other. That's
Yes.
why also English connecting language. Yeah,
Yeah. It is one of the advantages to learn English. English connect the people. As you said,
yes,
your native language is not English. Me as well, and we are
yes,
communicating. Yeah.
yes, yes. And another also whenever you go to the interview for taking a good job in our country, first of all interviewer asks the question in English. Yeah, that's why also English is very important right now.
Yeah, of course. Of course, it's very important, mainly from job. Here, for example, there are a lot of people that are working as tourist guide. Uh, in this past, in the past 2 months, came here a lot of cruise ships from United States and Canada. I guess England
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
So there are people that apply to be tourist guides, and one of the requirements was to learn English. Particularly, I have a friend, he's an English speaker, and he's also a teacher, and he worked as a tourist guide. So I think that he's very grateful to be an English speaker. So it is one of the advantage to learn
yeah,
this
yeah.
language. Yeah.
And do you practice with your friend?
With my
With your
friends?
friend? Yeah,
Yes,
who
yes,
is the English
of
teacher?
course. Yeah, yeah, of course. We used to practice, and I also belong to a community of speaker here in my neighborhood. There is an English center, not just one, but a lot of English centers that normally people used to go there to practice English. And as I did, I used to practice with a lot of native speakers, mainly from United States and England. But personally, I have a lot of friends that speak English very well. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And sir, when did you start your English speaking journey? And how long have you been speaking English?
Well, I began to study English in 2017. And
Oh,
from
yeah.
there to now, I guess it is around 7 years. 7 years. But during
Yes,
this
yes.
process, I was not quite fluent that I am now. It means that I used to be a hard working, student or a hardworking person to learn English. So I would like to send a message for everyone that are aspiring to be an English speaker. Don't give up. Don't quit your desire or your objective to learn English. It is possible to speak English even though you live in a country that doesn't have English as the official language. As long you commit yourself to learn, you speak, despite the fact that we have a lot of things to do. We study, we work, but there is time for everything. You can start, for example, 30 minutes or at least 1 hour per day to learn English. And search for people in your neighborhood, your community. Look for an English center, an English school. Search for people that have the same objectives to you to learn English. So English is very important and worthwhile to learn.
Yes, yes. And sir, right now, also, how many members do you have in your family?
Well, we are five. We are five. I live with my brothers. No, I'm. We are six. We are six actually. I live with one brother and three sisters and one cousin. My father's, sorry, my parents. My parents. I mean, they have separate lives. My father is newly
Yeah,
married and my mother live alone, but they support us and I'm also an adult and I support my house, my family beside my older brother. Yeah. But totally we are six members in my family. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. And sir, right now, do you have any member in your family who is speaking English in at your home?
Not in my home, but I have one uncle and one cousin, and they are great English speakers. Yes, and my uncle was one of my inspirations to learn English. He's a very good speaker, very skillful person, and
Yes, yes,
I admire him. Yes.
yes, yes. And sir, when you started your English speaking journey, that time, what kind of method did you follow for your improving your English skill?
Well, my friend, I used to adapt. Well, I use a lot of techniques or methods to learn English. One is reading. Yeah, I normally used to read
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah, and before before I become before I become a great communicator or fluent in terms of speaking, I had a lot of grammar knowledge, and
yes, yes,
I have heightened my sense of listening. I used to listen to too much stories, English podcasts, and interviews and audio lessons. I used to watch movies, documentaries, series, and other kind of videos totally in English with and without subtitle. But I think that one of the techniques is listen to. How more we listen, we will become able to communicate. Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
listen.
and sir, right now also you are working person, and how long have you been working?
Well, actually, it's not a work. It's a traineeship. I'm making traineeship
Oh,
in a
yeah.
telecommunication company. Yeah, here in my country, the largest telecommunication company here, around 3 months, and it is being very productive. Yeah.
Yes,
Then
yes.
one of the situations that I most like is when we go to the client house and this client is foreign. I remember one time we went to a client house and that guy was Indian and yeah, he didn't speak Portuguese. He spoke English
Oh,
and we
yes.
were communicating. Yeah, yeah. We were communicating in English. Yeah. And I was very
And
happy. I was very happy to find a client that, unfortunately, he didn't speak my language, Portuguese, but he spoke English, and we communicate because of it. We have something common.
yes, yes. And bro, right now also, and where do you live? In village area or town area?
My friend,
Where
Could
do
you
you live?
repeat?
Yeah, where do you live? In village area or town area? Or city area?
Okay. Uh, I live in Luanda City. It is the capital, and it is near to
Capital.
Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, it is an urban place. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Sir, I did not know. And what is the capital of your country? What
Well,
is
the
the name
capital of
of
my
your
country,
country?
Angola. The capital of Angola is Luanda. Luanda. Luanda City. Yeah, it is the capital.
Rwanda.
It is the. There is one fact. One I would like to tell you one fact, a curious fact about Luanda. Luanda is the smallest city of my country, but it is the
Oh, yes.
most populated. The most populated. We are around 10, 10 or 12 million of population here in Luanda City, but it is very small city. But there are a lot of people. Every single place used to be so crowded. Yeah.
Yes. And sir, right now also in our country, the summer season is going on. Temperature is very high. Temperature is very too hot. And how is the weather in your in your country?
Well, to be sincere, Angola used to be very hot because we have a tropical country. But these days, the temperature or the weather is very mild, not too hot, not too hot. I mean, not too hot and not too cold. Pretty normal, pretty normal. The degrees are around. Let me check. 24 to 26 degrees. For us, it is not too
Yes,
hot. Yeah,
yes,
but a couple of months ago used to be very hot, my friend. I couldn't stand the heat around here. I used to perspire, to sweat every single moment. But now the temperature is pretty normal.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And sir, right now in our country, in time is 5 p.m. And maybe right now in your country, time is 1 p.m. Yeah, you are right. Am I right?
Yeah. Almost 1 p.m. It is 12, yeah, 12. Almost to 1 p.m.
Yeah, yeah.
With the
And
minutes, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And have you taken your lunch?
Yeah. Yeah. I will. After our conversation, I will because I'm starving. Not to
Oh,
starving.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I will. I woke up late. I woke up late today. Yeah, I woke up late.
And sir, right now also I did not know properly what is the famous place in your country. But please tell me what is the what kind of place is famous in your country?
Let me think about it. The desert of Namibia. Yeah, it is very
Namibia.
famous. It is, yeah, the desert of Namibia. And there is also a fact about this desert. It is the oldest desert in the world. Yeah, the
Yeah,
desert of Namibia. And it is a tourist recess for everyone that want to visit my country. Mainly the tourists. They used to be very curious to know this place. And there are a lot of other places, like we have an island here in Luanda City called Musulu Island. And it is one of the favorite rests or one of the favorite place for tourist people. Yeah.
yes, yes. And sir, my next question also after conversation you will take your lunch. But what kind of food do you take? What kind of meal do you take in your lunchtime?
And the food that I will take or I will eat is feijoada. Feijoada. It is like
Oh,
rice and bean and meat. Yeah, feijoada. It is very famous. Not just us in Angola, but in Brazil. Do you know Brazil? The country.
yeah, yes, yes. I know Brazil. Brazil is
They are very populated like India. Even though India
yes,
is
yes,
now is the most populated country in the world, you have surpassed
yes,
India in terms of population. Yeah, my friend.
yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah, but I will meet feijoada. Feijoada, rice, bean, and
yes, yes.
meat. Yeah. It is a delicious food. You need to test, my friend.
Yeah. And sir, yeah, do you like any sports to play?
Yes, of course, of course. But I'm not too keen. I'm not too keen on sport or an avid fan of sports. But I like football and basketball. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I like basketball. But I have been curious. I have been curious to learn cricket. Yeah,
And rugby? Do you know rugby?
yeah, I know. But here in my country, there aren't any rugby team. Just in South Africa and Namibia. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And sir, what is your goal? What is your hobbies?
My friend, I have a lot of hobbies. I like to read, watch movies, series, and watch animes. Yeah, but my my biggest hobby is reading. I like to much read about geography and universal history. Yeah, read and watch movies, mainly espionage movies, movies about terrorists, and yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. And sir, whenever you get free time, what do you do in your spare time, in your free time?
Watch and read. Watch and read. For example, these days I'm not working. I'm not working because I'm not good at all. So I'm spending my free times reading and watching. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, sir. It is nice conversation with you. Yeah, you are also speaking very well. I have a lot of experience. I have got it. Yeah.
Thanks, my friend. Thanks, my friend. I should be
Yes,
thanking you. I should be thanking you for this kind
yes,
of conversation. Yeah.
yes, yes. Thank you for giving your valuable time. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
You-
nice to
You're
meet you.
welcome,
Take
my
care.
friend.
Bye
You're
bye. Have a good
welcome.
day.
Yeah. Take take care of yourself, my friend. I will be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.